Okay. Great. Hi everyone. I think we're streaming. Just give me a second because I opened the YouTube on the wrong page. But there are so many comments already. This is nice. Hi everyone. How are you guys? I'm so sorry for the delay. Oh, you saw that part where I drank water as well. Great. Hi everyone. What's up? I am 3 books behind on Book a Month initiative. It's not an initiative, but yeah. Hi Siddharth, how are you? Hi Anuj, what's up? By the way, you're seeing a new background because I'm in the middle of moving places and my face looks like a constellation of acne because of dust and stress. And yeah, wait, it's on this side. It forms a semicircle, but okay. But I did read Psychology of Money. So Psychology of Money is not in a book a month as of now, but it might be. So you're well ahead of the syllabus. Hi Anuj, how are you? Yes, maybe you should directly start with the April pick. Not a problem. I will. I've read 5 pages of Breast and Next. Oops. Okay. So, hi everyone. How is everyone doing? I'll simply start with this. I just realized I forgot to post the story on Instagram, but okay. Do like the stream, guys, because the more you like the stream, the more it gets recommended to more people. And it's a nice day, and yeah, Deeksha is in the comments. A quick shout out to Deeksha because she is an absolutely wonderful person, as all of us are. But she actually pointed out how the book that we initially picked up, which is Breast and Eggs, had run out of paperbacks on Amazon, and I think it was available on Flipkart, but it was delivering only on 21st, which is a day before my birthday. And that was not an important piece of information. Anyway, it was not available until 21st, and I realized like not everyone will be able to read Breast and Eggs, and ebooks, giving free copies of ebooks will be piracy. So we decided to pick up another copy, another book, which is, let me open the book for you, The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. The Kindle is still waking up, sorry, it wasn't ready. But trying to reach the cover image, which is The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, which is the book for the month now. Everyone was super excited about this, and especially in the book club, because everyone in the book club that we have on WhatsApp helped us pick this book, and it was in close competition with Psychology of Money. Like both the books were tied, but I eventually went ahead with Evelyn Hugo because we wanted to do fiction. And for all of you who've bought Breast and Eggs, please don't worry. I have also bought the copy. I have the copy, although I got it for much cheaper when I bought it because it was selling at $400 or something on Amazon, and now it's on 800 something. I'm sorry, but please don't worry, because that's the additional book for the month, and we'll be discussing it as well because I'll be reading both the books. Anyway, I'll just address the comments right now. Guys, where are you joining us from, and how many of you have read the book? How many of you actually picked up flights word by word? How many of you are planning to pick up Evelyn Hugo? And I was so happy to know how many people have already picked up and started reading Evelyn Hugo. आज हिंडोल ने book club में comment किया था, and he had sent a photograph. He was on a flight to some place and he was reading Evelyn Hugo, and I was like, oh shit, and I'm yet to start it. So I started it because I think I usually start after ABAM streams, and अभी तक मुझे लग ही नहीं रहा था कि हमने syllabus prescribe कर दिया and we're supposed to do the homework, but well, we did that. Anyway, hi Jibin, how are you? Hi everyone. Hi Shivam. Hi Swati. Hi Vishwak. Diksha is here. Hey, nice. Gopal Krishna Bera. Oh. Thanks, Gauravi. I am so glad. So I'll just actually lugged out on this pic since I had 7 husbands. Not a problem. So hi Anuj, I'm doing well. it's hectic. Shifting is very hectic. So by the way, guys, because you're not seeing the usual background that I have, I'm going to show you the background that I've used in the most. Where is the background? I can't see the background anymore. Oh, because I've logged in from another account. I'm sorry. But maybe I can try changing the background anyway. So I've been using open. Yeah, I've been using this image in all my videos, and that's mostly because I was moving, and I finally set up one corner of my room, which is this one, and there are some of the books are here, some of it is half of it is empty because it's still in the process. The rest of the room is a mess. So, but I moved from that place to this place, and it's not a big deal of sorts. I was just very emotional for the past few weeks, but because that's where the whole Chalchitra journey started, and I've moved to this new place, and I think this is the background you'll be seeing for the next few days before the rest of the room picks up. And I've gifted myself a bookshelf finally, a book rack of sorts, and if all my books fit there, I promise you I'll be doing a bookshelf tour. So let's just hope and pray that the book rack comes in well, it's assembled well, and all my books fit there. Hey, Akash in the comments, Priyansh is also in the comments. Hey guys, thank you so much for showing up. Guys, do like the stream, and the more you like the stream, the more it gets recommended to people, and the more you type down comments, the more YouTube thinks it's very engaging. So the new place is nice, and yeah, there's not much to it as of now, but it's one small step towards having my own kitchen, which I'm not sure I'm fully functional to utilize, but okay. Hi Snehi, how are you? Hey, so okay, coming back to Bird by Bird, for which we've gathered. I loved the book Bird by Bird. It actually mostly I have pros about the book. There are certain cons which I think are not which I'll talk about as well. But I also want you to know that we were doing so the discussion panel that we picked up this time, there were 4 people. One of them ghosted me, and the other 3 could not make up because of their prior engagements. So Sumit, who's our very beloved godfather, is here. Is here for helping me out with the stream, but he'll be joining us in some time. But I really wanted, and this was the initial idea of Bird by Bird as well. Bird by Bird is a book which I realized is full of quotable things, is an absolute read even if you do not want to write or become a writer, but you genuinely love to read and you love books and reading in general. But that is one nice thing about Bird by Bird. Where I thought Bird by Bird fell short was that after a point it just there are certain aspects of Bird by Bird where people, if not intelligent enough or if not mature enough, might understand and might consider substance abuse as a solution to writing well. And I think that could become a case for certain people, which is anything that I have against the book at the moment. But yes, I am shifting in Chandigarh itself, not somewhere else. Diksha, Hindi में किताबें अच्छी नहीं है क्या? I mean, they are pretty well, but I'm going to pretend that it does not have the motive that it does. But okay. Hi Pokraj, how are you? This is the first time I participated in ABAM, and I've read 50% Bird by Bird, mostly because it's not a story, but I love it. It made me buy a highlighter. That's so cool, Anuj. Congratulations. And I am sure you'll I hope as well. I really like how it's the Bird by Bird. Yes. We want a detailed bookshelf tour. Yeah, that's lovely. How many of you actually want a bookshelf tour? I am afraid, and I remember there was a really nice gentleman who used to ask me to do bookshelf tour, and I spoke to him and I told him I'm really afraid that my whole personality will shine through the bookshelf, or just 5% of it will shine through the bookshelf tour, and people will confuse it for the whole. People will confuse that 5% of personality to be my whole personality, and I really don't want to do that. But I think it's time we can be judged. Finally, Vaani is within yes. Hey Akshit, how are you? I know you're from Sundarnagar, dude. Hi Ritesh. Hey, thank you so much, Shrestha. Ritesh Shrestha. But guys, do like the stream, and I will. It's just 10. I thought it's 10:20 already. I want bookshelf. I also want bookshelf, Kshitij. But anyway, let me reiterate for all of you who've just joined in that we are going to pick up the 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, which is by Taylor Jenkins Reid for the month of April. And in addition to that, we're also doing Breast and Eggs. If you have the copy, please pick it up and read it. And Vinayak is here in the comments. Yes, bookshelf tour is happening, and it might happen in a few weeks, a month, but it'll happen. When I first met Vaani, and the moment I saw her mentioning pencils, I knew her personality. Do you care to elaborate on that, Pokhraj? What is my personality like? I'll rate it out of 10. How much you've gotten it. Anyways, cool. So I'll start with this thing, guys. I made a list of quotes that I absolutely loved, and at this point I realized I should have used Streamlabs, because then I could have shared my screen and I could have read out the quotes to you then. But I'm so glad so many people are actually excited about the bookshelf tour. That's nice. Hey, Nikhil is here. Hey. Yes, I am a transferable kid, not job kid. My father had transferable jobs. The old space was really nice because that is where the whole Chalchitra journey started in the lockdown. And yeah, I shot a moving vlog as well. So हमारे editors पे depend करता है वो कितने जल्दी उसे edit करते हैं and किस priority पे edit करते हैं, and then you guys will be able to see it. There is this point where I was just like, yeah, I'm moving places, it's okay. But then I'm like, why am I not feeling bad? And then I start feeling bad because I'm not feeling bad. But I think why I got emotional about the place was only because the Chalchitra journey started from there. And that's mostly it. Oh, someone's been watching the Jack Edwards. Just kidding, I'm sure. Hi, Dr. Vandana Samba. I know you, I keep on forgetting your name because you log in from your mother's ID. Hey, you've been stalking. Yeah, that's really sweet. I like it when, oh, that's really nice. Thank you so much. I hope your exams went well though. I think you had boards, right? Yes. So guys, let me know quickly where all are you joining me from right now in the stream, and also what is it that you are going to pick up for the month of April in addition to the Evelyn Hugo thing. And if you are reading Evelyn Hugo, please acknowledge it. Yes, Bhavna, I'm so sorry about forgetting your name again and again, but I hope you're doing well and I hope your exams went well. Does the new place have warm lights outside the window? I'll have to wear specs for that. There are certain yellow and certain white lights. It's kind of a society of sorts. The only bad thing about it is like less of greenery. There is one yellow light that I can see and I all of a sudden despise it. What is life if not pain? That was not Vaani's room, it was a backdrop. Hey, that was actually my room. Previous room. But hey, Lakshya is from Jaipur. Hey, nice. You got 92%. That's really nice. From Lucknow. Nice. Shitish is from Lucknow. Diksha is from Guwahati. Nice. And Bhavna, congratulations on your 92% again. That's really nice. Well job. It's That's a really great job. And I'm so happy. I hope you are satisfied with the marks and very excited about the next step in your journey. When am I getting rid of the virtual background? This is not a virtual background. This is an actual place and a stand. This is not a virtual background. This is a new setup. This is a new. Oh wait, is it still showing in my background or what? Yeah, it's the actual background. Hey. Okay. Um. Got it. Hi Vinu, just a question: is reading a developed habit or should karna? Hey, it's a habit you can develop. How do we determine that one wants to read first? You know what? I'm in the process of making a video on that, and no, I've actually made that video. It's in the process of being edited, and it's basically I made videos on my best reading habits, my worst reading habits, and now this is a video about just how to read more in this age and era, and how to build up on that habit. What are the hacks for it? And I really worked hard because I took it up as a project and I did those activities and I took the suggestions I gave in that video and they actually work. So I'm very excited about it. Hey, Nisarg is joining us from Gujarat and I lost the comments after that. Hi Vishwak, as you already know I'm from, yes, I'm reading 1,000 Splendid Suns. Nice. T.S. Eliot said this about April, that April is the cruelest month, and I can see your month becoming cruelest already. Hey, Aditya is from Gorakhpur, Kaushik is from Hyderabad, Seven Husbands in the Shining, and the Master of the Game. Nice. I've been reading Skin in the Game. I'm going to read Evelyn Hugo, and I'm also going to read Leaders Eat Last and Breast and Eggs. And my main agenda is going to finish the Evelyn Hugo, and I'm not going to push myself any more than that. Oh, I'm also reading Calling a Wolf, which is a collection of poetry. It wasn't available in India, but I bought the ebook. The ebook was available, and it is absolutely beautiful. It's by this poet called Kaveh Akbar, and it's really, really nice. And I really want to get him on the channel, but I am not able to find any social media links for him. He's a slam poet, by the way. Shivanki is from Dehradun. Swati is from Ranchi. I recently made a few friends who are from Ranchi, so that's really, really nice. Well job. Nice. I kind of tend to eat up words a lot when I'm excited. Taking Up the Illuminated by Anindita Godse. Yeah, nice, Akshat. What is it about? Hi Sagar, how are you? Sai is joining us from Hyderabad. Chess Noob is from Jaipur. Hey guys, do like the stream. 100 likes and I start telling you my favorite quotes from Board by Board, and you're going to want to, and all of you who did not pick up Board by Board, Pokhraj included, you're going to regret not picking up that book. And in case you don't, please don't say it out loud in the open. Akash is from New Delhi. Kshitij read Time Stops at Shamli, and it was wow, nice. I'm gonna start positively reinforcing my kid to with well job now. that's really sweet. This is nice. Hey, I'm so happy. That means it's a job well done. I'll show you the other half, but like half of it is still like, if I move beyond this, there is a lot of baggage. Not only emotional, but also in terms of, I don't know, the usual luggage I carry around. Hey, is Kindle worth it? If you're fine with a smartphone, why not? I personally like Kindle. Kindle is something I've really started appreciating now. The only thing I find I'm still not comfortable with is switching between books. And I hate doing that. In that matter, I think I kind of prefer paperbacks, but I'll get used to it eventually. Switching between books on Kindle. Where am I from? I'm from Himachal. Snehi is joining from Navi Mumbai. Hey, nice. Rahul avoids smartphones, Kindle is much decent. Exactly. Whenever the underliners complete a task, we'll say they've done a well job. Yes. Well job. Current read, The Silent... Ooh, nice one. I've heard so much about The Silent Patient. Should we pick it up for a book a month? For all of you wondering, a book a month is becoming more democratic, provided you're part of the WhatsApp book club. For that, you'll have to become a godfather or a gladiator, either of the YouTube members. And you get to vote for books. Like this time, our godfathers voted for 10, picked up the Evelyn Hugo out of the 10 options they had. So that's interesting. You're reading 1,000 Splendid Suns. Get ready for emotional damage. Is the video stuck for everyone? ऐसा मत बोलो guys. मैंने आज ही फ्लैट में अपने नए घर में फाइबर इंस्टॉल करवाया है. I'm reading first person singular. Hey, I really want to pick it up. Is it good, Aditya? Omkar is from Vadodara and Devyani is from Amravati, Maharashtra. I'll be Evelyn Hugo first time. Hey, nice. That's really good. So, guys, you can always email me on vaani@chalchitratalks.com or DM me on Instagram or Chalchitra Talks, whatever you prefer, or tag me in your journey of the book. So that'll be nice. I'm also going to be very active on Instagram, and we're going to push each other to post more photos. Have you heard or read The Heart of a Dog? No, I haven't actually, but it sounds really nice. Hey, somebody has a bookstagram. Diksha has a bookstagram. Nice. I'm already thinking of reading many books. Please don't make me feel. Pokraj, you must feel awful about being an underliner. Out of the friendship that we share on Chalchitra, you should kind of feel terrible for not picking up the books I recommend. You should at least read 3 or 4 books out of all the books I pick up in a year. Hey, Swati is here. Swati, is that your roll number 928? Please pick up Silent. Nice. Please visit Gujarat. Yes. Well job merch opportunity. Hey, nice. I'm going to make a note of it. Wait. I have a pen stand right behind me, but I have not yet placed paper anywhere near my reach. But that's sweet. Well job. If it becomes a process, why not? Well job streams. Nice. We could target people who are looking for job opportunities also through this. And when they click on the title, it'll be clickbait, which is so mean of me to say, but sorry. Only until the last 2 or 3 choices. Yeah. That's also true, but that's an inside joke. It's amazing actually. I've read half of it until now. Nice. It's more of personal story of Murakami. Nice. We were supposed to be buddy read something. Did you figure it out? Hi, Vaani. What are your thoughts on the Peaky Blinders phase? Vikrant, I haven't seen this series actually. I know of a few songs, I know of the theme, but I haven't found the time to watch it. I'm actually going to watch a movie that Hindol recommended to me over this weekend. And guys, do like the stream. Hindol recommended this really interesting movie to me, which is... I can't find it now. Great. Sunset Boulevard. So I'm going to watch it. And yeah. Eating my words leads to fruits of capitalism. As long as it benefits you and I. That's wonderful. Anyway, I am going to... Guys, do like the stream. And why are you not liking the stream? But do like the stream, guys. It'll be really nice. And the support will really mean a lot. Also, before I jump into my favorite quotes from Bird by Bird, there are 2 short announcements. One, I'm really sorry about the terrible audio. I am not able to find the cable that connects the mic to my laptop right now because I'm shifting. And I'm just using the laptop microphone. And apart from that, the second announcement is that in case you like what we bring to you, in case you like the quizzes, if you haven't seen the Rohan Joshi versus Sahil Pula stream that Hindol brilliantly hosted, do watch it. And if you like the work that we do, if you like the content we bring to you, do consider supporting us. Become a patron, become a YouTube member. There are three major tiers: Godfather, Gladiators, Goodfellas, and Godfathers are on the top, at the top. And अभी इतने ज़्यादा Godfathers हैं. Nikhil is a Godfather, Anuj is a Godfather, and we kind of have built a very niche and loving, intimate community with them. And we discuss books, movies, music, sports, science, quizzing, whatever you want to. And a few days ago, and I did not get to message Nikhil about this, but Nikhil, who's in the comments, actually sent a very nice video in the Godfathers group. It was about your 20s. It was really nice. So we discuss all these things. So do consider joining becoming a Godfather, because of the community we've built, and it also really helps us support ourselves. So that's absolutely amazing. Be a part of this journey. Support us. Become a Godfather. But anyways, I'm going to jump to my favorite quote from Bird by Bird. So Bird by Bird was something that we picked up for the month of March, and it is a book about writing. It is a book about living as well, in case you just don't want to are interested in writing. But the thing about writing and the thing about the book is that it offers you a lot of advice on how to be a better writer. But I think somewhere down the reading black hole, you also realize how to be a good reader. And there is this one particular quote that I really, really liked, which is, for some of us, books are as important as almost anything else on earth. What a miracle it is that out of these small, flat, rigid squares of paper unfolds world after world after world. Worlds that sing to you, comfort and quiet or excite you. Books that help us understand who we are and how we are to behave. They show us what community and friendship mean. They show us how to live and die. And if you're someone, and this is my case for picking up Word by Word, if it's not a book about writing, it's a book about enjoying words, about enjoying the process of reading, and how you can become a better writer, reader in the process, and also a better person after reading books. And what is your opinion of the quote, guys? Let me know in the comments below. And what is the reading show like? I get so distracted by the comments at times, but I'm also going to let Sumit in, who's our godfather. And after everyone backed out of the there were a few people who couldn't commit to the stream because of their prior commitments. That sounded weird. But Sumit is still here, and we decided, and I had decided that we'll do quotes where we share our favorite quotes, because the book is so quotable and it's so nice. And Sumit is here to share his favorite quotes. I'm just going to let him in. And he's been a part of all the book discussions that we've had until now. And I think he's one of the few people, apart from Noel, who are in for the Underliner Award of the Year. We'll do a quick quiz at the end of the year to figure out the major underliner. But yeah, that's mostly it.
Hi, Vaani.
Hi Sumit, how are you?
I'm good.
Are you sitting today?
Yeah, I'm sitting today. I just had a quick lunch, a quick dinner, very fast.
Nice. I'm yet to have dinner, but okay. But
Yeah.
this is nice. I was telling them how you are so close to becoming the ultimate underliner, because you you've managed to read every book we've picked up for a book a
Not
month.
the first Jan one. I haven't read that one.
Shit. You don't know.
I will.
This
I will. I will.
is still time.
There's still time. There's still time. But
There's
I've read दो हो गए मेरे 16 लोग के दो हो गए. I started the third book in that trilogy, and I've completed word by word. And I am also picking up Seven Husbands. So yeah, it's on the way.
nice. You
Yeah.
should pick up The Lonely City also. I have a feeling that you will genuinely like that book.
Yeah, I think so. It's very poetic, right?
Not poet. It's a lot of academic writing, but also it's a
Hmm.
book about loneliness, which is
Is it non-fiction?
it's non-fiction. It
Okay.
takes up multiple personalities that we know of, which I can't remember, whose name I can't remember, but it explores the way they built art and took inspiration from their loneliness, and how it showed in multiple artworks that they eventually created. And
Okay.
that's nice. So I think you will like it.
and I'll pick it up. Yeah.
No
Pleasure.
pressure to pick it up though,
Yeah, I
apart
will.
from being an underliner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So, how did you like Bird by Bird?
Uh, it's actually one of my favorite books of all time. This is,
Has
I
it
think, the third.
become your favorite books, or had
I've
you?
I've read it. I'd read this before.
Yeah.
I'd read this before, like 10, 7, 8 years ago. I read this once,
I
and
also, I'm so sorry I'm interrupting you. I want to give a quick shout out to Devil. I don't know if she'll see it, but she was the one who had recommended Bird by Bird in one of our book sessions. Um, Beautiful, like what we Ban Darwaza sessions.
uh,
And uske baad I had ordered the book and I really loved it so much that I decided we'll pick it up for a book a month.
it was between two, right? Bird by Bird and the other aeroplane wala.
The
What
Flight.
was the
Flight.
flight?
I was reading that book as well, but I forgot my copy in Jaipur at Vaibhav's place.
Uh,
And he never parceled it to me, so I'm guessing he's reading the book.
you send it by flight then.
Yeah. But what are your favorite quotes? I was telling them about mine, and I think the one that stayed back for me was why books are important to some people more than anything else in the world. And they just
Uh,
show you what community and friendship mean and how you can live and die.
I'll just go to this quote that's at the end of the book, maybe in the last chapter.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll read it.
Yes.
Um, if something inside you is real, we will probably find it interesting, and it will probably be universal. So you must risk placing real emotion at the center of your work. Right straight into the emotional center of things. Right towards vulnerability. Don't worry about appearing sentimental. Worry about being unavailable. Worry about being absent or fraudulent. Risk being unliked. Tell the truth as you understand it. If you're a writer, you have a moral obligation to do this. And it's a revolutionary act. Truth is always subversive. And
Yeah.
I've highlighted this part mainly. Truth. Tell the truth as you understand it. As writers, and I'm in a lot of writing circles also, they tell you to be honest, but and be truthful, but there's no one definition of truth that's true for everybody, right?
True.
So I really like this, tell the truth as you understand it. The extra layer of as you understand it, it's your viewpoint, it's your, how you view the world, and
Right.
it's your world. You have to distill it down and put it into the story as raw and real as you can.
I think I had underlined the same thing, and what I had underlined was uh, double highlighted was r- be vulnerable and write towards vulnerability and risk
Yeah,
being unliked. Because I don't do that. I'm very nice and polite person.
yeah,
I might not be that nice actually, but risk being unliked was like one thing. Like, oh, yes, that is something you have to understand how to convey also.
yeah. You there's only so much you can, if you write a lot, right? There's only so much you can cover surface level ka niceties.
Yeah.
When you go into the deeper, thoda sa bit deeper you go na, you see ki na, and we are not that nice also.
Yeah, I think
So,
there was this one line that had happened. There was this one line there, and I do not remember the exact quote, but she was talking about how um, your truth is your truth and you don't have to sugarcoat it for anyone. I'm sorry about the background noise. And your truth is your truth and you don't need to sugarcoat it for anyone. Had people worried about this, they should have been nicer to you. And in
yeah,
that moment I realized how and in that moment, I realized, okay, the extreme books that I read, which make me very uncomfortable, are actually good pieces of writing. And I started understanding that writing. So this book
yeah,
also helped in understanding so much of why people write the way they write. That it's also a book about writing, and in that regards, how you should read. Because if you understand it well, then you're also able to understand why people write a certain way.
yeah. And in her writing also, she has a bite to her writing, right?
Yeah,
It's not always just a grandmotherly voice giving you advice. It's like
true.
this is the reality.
Right.
you, if you want to be a writer, you have to do these things. and it's not a step-by-step process also being a writer. That's why she wrote a whole book about it.
Yeah,
uh,
I really like this quote that she had about perfectionism, and she said perfectionism is the voice of the oppressor, and
Oppressor, yeah, I've highlighted that. Yeah,
it will keep you cramped and insane your whole life, and it is the main obstacle between you and a shitty first draft. And I was like, this is my problem.
yeah,
This is my problem. I don't even send messages unless and until I'm like, if I have the time to think about them, I know I'm not going to send them ever because I'm just going to worry about the comma, the full stop, the
yeah,
emoji that I use. Is this
yeah.
making it very awkward? Or is it like nice, reassuring? But this was nice.
In text also, you have at least have the option for an emoji if you're writing prose or poetry. How
Yeah,
your words have to convey the emotion, right? So it's the
true.
words have to do the heavy lifting.
And then she goes on to say, I think perfectionism is based on the obsessive belief that if you run carefully enough, hitting each stepping stone just right, you won't have to die. The truth is that you will die anyway, and that a lot of people who aren't even looking at their feet are going to do a whole lot better than you and have a lot more fun while they're doing it. And I was like,
Yeah.
that's nice. And Nicholas said in the comments, perfectionism leads to procrastination. And I was having like Vaibhav and I were on a call before this meeting, and this is literally what I told him. Like I think I tend to find closure and perfection so much that I procrastinate things. There are so many
Yeah.
delays because I just want to present it in the best way.
You want to learn how to first you want to learn how to do it the best way. Then if you don't learn, there is procrastination is not learning also.
Sumit, you're also a writer, right? You
Yeah.
write. What are the struggles that you face in writing that you think Bird by Bird was able to solve for you?
See, when I got started in the writing journey, I knew nothing about writing, and I was having fun a lot while writing because there
Yeah.
was no external voice telling me. I did not seek validation also, and this
Yeah.
was in probably school, college, or something. And when I started meeting other writers and started improving my writing, the external voice creeps in, and your peers uh, become your audience, right? And it's good to till a certain extent, but after a certain point, you need to let go of that voice also. At every step that you are getting better as a writer, objectively better. I'm saying
Yeah.
you have to let go of that every voice that you gain, right? You have to let go of that. And I find I coming back to this book again and again. I feel it's kind of this is the first time I picked up a physical copy thanks to you, and I've ordered it using the website, guys. So please order it using the website.
Yeah, guys, chalchitratalks.com. You can order all your links, all your books from that website.
Uh,
It'll help us a lot. And was there also anything that you did not like about the book? For me,
Sometimes she gets
yeah.
too rambly some places because it's like this is nothing about writing. why is
I
why should
was,
I listen to
I
your
also
church?
kind of, I disliked how she kind of spoke a lot about substances, liquor, um,
Yeah.
chemicals, etc. And I just thought, ki, if somebody who's not in their right mind or who's not mature enough to understand that it's okay to be without them, might just get influenced.
Mm, I don't know.
I mean, depends on.
Yeah, she's
She,
also very, and paradoxically she's also very religious also in the book. She has she has 2-3 priest friends. She
yeah,
goes to church a lot.
I had made note of a quote I heard a preacher say recently, but I really liked this, and like the priest thing reminded me of this. It's about hope, and I think it comes in the very beginning of the book. I heard a preacher say recently that hope is a revolutionary patience. Let me add that so is being a writer. Hope begins in the dark, the stubborn hope that if you just show up and try to do the right thing, the dawn will come. You wait and watch and work. You don't give up. Do you have
It,
any follow-up
it's
comments?
it resonates so much with some of these lines, right? Like she will go on a rambly pointless point, and it's fine. I like to read rambles also, but yeah, what was it? Patience,
Yeah,
hope,
hope is a revolutionary patience.
revolutionary patience. Using two words like that together,
And that's
just the two words make you think, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
it's a revolutionary patience. And like when I read this, I was just like, oh, like you have that emoji where the head just bursts. I was like,
yeah,
revolutionary patience, wow. Which actually it is, and that's why she's used the phrase.
yeah,
But the way she's described a few things, and you were the one who recommended Tim Ferriss ka podcast for me,
yeah,
right?
yeah. And Lamotka.
It was really nice, and she was n- like initially when I started reading the book, she just came as a surprise because I did not expect her to be that person. And then midway through the book, I'm like, yeah, 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 that's
This
the
is
same
that
personality.
person.
It's
Yeah.
the same personality.
Like in that podcast interview, also, she doesn't give Tim a chance to talk. Also,
Yeah.
she goes on and goes on, and you want to listen to her. पहली बार मैंने सुना था. We have hills behind my house here, and I had gone there for like 2-3 hours, and I was just listening to her ramble on.
Yeah.
It's so good. I'll read this one quote.
Yes.
It's short quote. Writing is about hypnotizing yourself into believing in yourself, getting some work done, then unhypnotizing yourself and getting over the material coldly. It's like uh, Hemingway says, right? Write drunk, edit sober. You have to go back. Editing is a lot harder than writing.
True.
Uh,
Because you also have to. Sometimes you just edit because you're trying to be perfect, and in that moment, perhaps you're just overthinking and ruining it further.
nay, but that's also true. But sometimes when you are a new writer, right, you write something and like, अरे क्या लिखा है मैंने, like you bring something into the world that never existed before, right? You brought together these words that never existed before, and when you do that you feel like, अरे क्या लिख दिया मैंने ये. But then after some time goes and you read a lot in the interim, and you
You come back to
find
it and you're like, oh, I
क्या
used to
words
shit.
are the same, right? क्या लिखा है मैंने and क्या लिखा है मैंने, but emotions are different.
Nice.
Yeah.
Jibin has commented, I don't know why, but I mostly highlight things that which made me laugh out loud. Jibin,
Yeah.
like, please share the things that you highlighted. And guys, if you've read Bird by Bird as well, please share your favorite quotes from the book. It'll be really, really nice.
Check on if I have any other. I have a lot of. I just checked my Kindle and there's a version in that also where I've read 30% of the book.
Yeah.
This maybe highlights it.
And Jibin is like, I never expected to laugh so much in a book about writing, which is true.
Yeah, it's true.
There were times when I was sitting alone and I was just like, you laugh through your nose. There is this, bl- there's this short form, right? Batman or something, blow air through my nose.
Yeah.
And
Is
I
that
was,
I never knew of this acronym, but
but yeah, this is Batman minus the A of
yeah.
the man, and it's blow air through my nose. And I did that so many times while reading this book, and people would turn around and judge me. And I was like, no, 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 this book is just very interesting. But yeah, she also said if you're a writer or want to be a writer, this is how you spend your time, your days, listening, observing, storing things away, and making your isolation pay off. Okay, I hated this part where she spoke a lot about isolating yourself or about just she I think became very, very, very negative at places where I was like, okay, okay, perhaps
Yeah.
this was not needed.
Yeah. At
You're
certain places you have to let go of that. It's just one person
yeah,
saying, right? You don't have to adhere to everything that she says, but you have to pick out nuggets that
yeah.
you can apply to your life.
This book will also scare someone who's thinking of becoming a full-time writer.
Yeah, yeah, very much.
And that's one thing I do not like about the book because but it might be difficult, but it was just like yeah, it will dissuade a lot of people from writing. And I'm not sure if
Hmm.
that is one of the end goals she had in mind while writing the book.
Yeah. I think ideally the one who should pick this up is someone who has written for a while, and I'm not saying published or all, but has written and knows the the thing of going back and just creation. Someone who is in the creation business also, right?
Yeah.
Someone who likes to create art and stuff. Maybe they'll pick up a lot of things from this book rather than a novice, very green writer who doesn't know it.
Or someone who's just perhaps there for fun, who's not there to take the text that seriously, who's
Yeah,
enjoying the process.
uh, yeah. For them to, yeah.
Yeah, Anuj has commented, loved the bit about quality of attention. We may notice amazing details during the day, but we rarely let ourselves stop and really pay attention. An author makes you notice, makes you pay attention.
This is true. Yeah,
Snehi has said, make your isolation pay off. This is the line we were talking about.
yeah,
One of the quotes that stayed with me was the perfectionism is the voice of the oppressors. Yeah, same here.
yeah. Everyone has highlighted that quote. I guess.
Jimin is asking if it's okay to share the jokes from the book in the chat. Yes, it's absolutely
Yeah,
okay to share the jokes in the chat. I also really liked this one where she says clutter and mess show us that the life is lived. Tidiness
Hmm.
makes me think of held breath, of suspended animation. But I was like, okay, I didn't agree with
Yeah.
this.
That must have
Yeah, I didn't agree
that
with.
was because I know because once chat I sent my desk ka photo on the Chalchitra Godfathers group, and Vaani was like, "What's your desk? So many wires."
It was just in so once Sumit had sent a photograph of his desk and there were a lot of wires, and I had a small I got worried. Let's just put it that way.
So I knew you must have taken offense at that.
I
That's
didn't
why,
take offense. I was just like, okay, maybe that's not true for
yeah,
everyone.
for everyone.
Because the way I can't imagine anyone, like, I can't work with wires. I have like proper tidy up
Yeah,
bins for
yeah.
my
You have that
tape.
dabba too, right? To keep
Yeah,
everything.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And the one of the reasons why got late today was because the wires were bothering me, so I changed the plug points at the last moment, and so yeah, that was mostly it. But Dipanshi has commented, I also liked it when she says, "But be careful. If your intuition says that your story sucks, make sure it really is your intuition and not your mother."
Yeah. That's so true. That's so true.
And
Uh,
it was very funny. I remember
yeah.
laughing out loud because my mother has like I when I was growing up, my mother commented the same on my poetry, and I was like, that's funny, that's funny.
She also asks us to mine our childhood a lot, right? And I don't know, so if someone is going through, has gone through something traumatic, they might not want to uh,
Yeah,
dig into that, right? So that's a
true,
that's not a very good advice for those people. But childhood and adolescent in general has is a gold mine for writing.
true. And I think like nostalgia in general. That's
Yeah.
also our safe spot for where we like when we stream and we don't have anything proper to talk about, so we just play on nostalgia. What are your
Oh,
favorite chips?
hack, stream hack.
Kidding. Well, I'll also take a moment to just give a quick shout out to Kamaljeet, who just became a good fella, and Sai
Oh,
Bhargava, who's become a godfather. Sai, do write to us, Vaani at the rate chalchitratalks.com, and we'll add you to the groups of your choice on WhatsApp. And thank you so much for supporting us. Nicholas commented, monetizing your ideas for your trillion thoughts per second mind is what the writer loves about his or her life. Trying to figure out your own mind under the disguise of earning bread and butter. This is nice. This should have been in the.
monetizing. Uh, yeah, अभी तक तो नहीं मिला है कुछ.
But what was your major takeaway from the book? If you had to recommend it to people, why would you recommend it?
Someone who is feeling stuck to, and someone who doesn't know where to go from here, and if if the whole creative endeavor only is feeling like a roadblock, when it's supposed to feel like a journey, then maybe I think you should pick this book up, because maybe in some ways or the other, the way she is with words, she will unlock something in your brain, and maybe you'll start writing. And it's the old writing advice, right? Basic writing. I get very new writers who come to me and ask me, do you have any advice for writers? Very new. I'm also new, but very new writers. Huh? And as I don't know who this quote is by. It's the very basic of writing is apply as to chair. Just sit and write. It's that simple. And the gist of this book is only that unless you start writing, you won't have anything written.
Nice.
Yeah.
There's a comment Snehi has made in the chat, because she's quoted her, Anne Lamott, and she said, because this business of becoming conscious of being a writer is ultimately about asking yourself, how alive am I willing to be? How alive are you willing to be as a writer? I like living in denial. That's my answer. I love living in denial. What about you?
Like when I write and I really write, right, when I'm in the flow state, I love that, and I'm not in denial then. But when I'm not writing, I feel like a shit person. Like I feel like I'm not being honest with myself, and I'm too afraid to put my thoughts down.
Nice. So, yeah, like, on a regular basis, how does it vary from day to day, or do you genuinely, when you write for yourself, do you genuinely look forward to um, writing seriously and not just exploring the surface?
Yeah, it doesn't happen day to day, and I'm in a rut now. I write every day. I journal and brain vomit every day, but serious writing hasn't happened for a while now. That's why this book has helped.
Nice.
Uh,
I was reading the Amazon comments and Amazon reviews of the book before I ordered it, and there was this guy who had said that this book helped me get published. Like immediately after the book, I published my first draft. Not published, but like got through my first draft. It was
nice.
so like I was like, nice. Should order it.
A lot of Tim Ferriss got was helped because of this book. Ramit
Yeah.
Sethi, if you know the guy, I will teach you to be rich as a financial blogger.
Yeah.
His book. He was stuck in the process of writing his book also. Then this book helped him. It has helped a lot of people now. It has tons of reviews like that.
I particularly liked how it is not very serious, because I was reading Mary Oliver's Handbook of Poetry, and
Yeah.
it's nice, and there are places where it's interesting, but it wasn't so funny. With Anne Lamott, you don't know, the next moment you might just fall out laughing because you're like, okay,
And she's
then
going to library asking funny books about cancer.
yeah, and that really stayed with me. I was like, hey, this is a teacher we all want, but
Yeah, exactly. That's the vibe you get with her, right?
yeah,
With her writing.
that's the kind of professor or teacher that gets recommended always. That's always assigned to the other section. But yes. Are there also any more favorite quotes from you that you have?
I had marked this one. Sorry, I have done it. I wish I had a secret I could let you in on. Some formula my father passed on to me in a whisper just before he died. Some code word that has enabled me to sit at my desk and land flights of creative inspiration like an air traffic controller. But I don't. All I know is that the process is pretty much the same for almost everyone I know. The good news is that some days it feels like you just have to keep getting out of your own way so that whatever it is that wants to be written can use you to write it.
Nice.
Something the creative work wants to be, and you are just a medium, and that takes so much pressure off you as a writer.
Because all of a sudden you're not the one who's responsible.
Yeah, you're not responsible for anything these characters say and these words are right. I'm
Yeah.
just a medium, like a ghost who's being
Yeah.
like a body being haunted by a ghost.
This actually makes a lot of sense, because I was talking to this guy who wrote Submarine, Joe Thorne, a few weeks ago, and he said this thing about sometimes you just have to let your characters flow. And I just do not understand that comment because I was like, hey, but aren't you the one writing them? So how do you let them flow? And he's trying to explain to me how they just flow. And I'm like, but they
Yeah.
can't flow. You're the writer. You're in charge. He's like, you don't have to be in charge. That's the whole point of it. I'm like, but how can you not be the in charge? You're the one writing it. But yeah, this makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Sometimes when you're writing, right, when you're writing fiction especially, and you are uh, having a dialogue between two characters, and in after a point it happens that you're just narrating a scene from a movie or something. You're just transcribing it. You don't have any part. These guys don't know what to say, and they will say it, and
Yeah.
you are just typing it out.
I'm yet to reach that part of writing. But it's just nice. Like I finally understand now what Joe Danton meant when he said, Ki, hey, you just have to let the conversation flow. You don't have to step in everywhere. And I'm like,
Yeah.
but how does that happen? Aren't you the one writing? But this
You
makes,
must have felt it, right, in whatever creative
yeah,
work that
sometimes it
you
just flows. Yes.
yeah, yeah. There's no
And
that
all of a sudden you're
the
like, hey, what? Am I capable of it? Is someone writing?
yeah.
What? Cut to 3 months later, you're just like, okay, it's not that great.
No, but sometimes also you find nuggets in that it's not that great wale things. Ne? मैंने लिखा है ये. This is
This is nice. मैंने
yeah,
लिखा
it's
है.
and you don't and then again you get stuck here. Na? How do I get back to that person who wrote this? It's a vicious cycle.
This is nice. Okay, wait, I just have to move to a question. I think there is a question for you, but I can't find the
For
question.
me.
Okay, yeah. Snehi has asked you, is writing even worth it if it cannot be monetized? What are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, 100%.
Why would you say that?
uh, I don't think you should rely on your writing for income. First thing to in and the whatever she said about publishing, right, in this book, and Lamota said that thing has gone 100 times worse in recent times. So if you want to get published, you have to be really good with the publishers, with the agents, and you have to be in the good books, and you have to be famous firstly. Then only you can. There's a lot of permutation combinations that go in. You can't just submit books to an editor.
Which is very sad.
This is very sad. If you want to get monetized as a writer, you have to go into other channels like
You have
OTTs
to
or
sell your soul.
films, movies, books. Mein to I don't think any paisa. I know a lot of writers who have full time day jobs. They have to do it, even if they're if they if the book is a bestseller or something. Not bestseller. Bestseller में hardly any paisa comes here. But if for writing, I don't know if uh, for me personally, I don't feel complete if I don't write. Yeah, that's basically just of it.
You've made this a part of your habit.
I'm biased.
Yeah. I was actually because like I recently got to speak with a few authors and I realized and I have started respecting them so much and I've started hating piracy. So even when I can download a free ebook, I'm like, no, let me just pay for the ebook because there's so much respect for them because of the margin they have and how much they need to make in order to earn that it's just you want to contribute to the writing industry as well in
Yeah,
terms in monetary aspect because it really creates a difference.
yeah. If if many people thought like yeah.
I think I can finally say I no longer read pirated books and I'm really proud
Wow,
of that.
I can't say that because I have a lot of these rare books, right? You can't find them on the net.
Yeah,
Like you
that's
have to pirate or India में
yeah.
तो problem.
I was reading this book and I wanted to recommend it and I was hoping we'll pick it up for a book a month. It's called Calling a Wolf a Wolf. It's a collection of
Hmm.
poetry and it's not available in India. I had to buy the
Hmm.
ebook and I wanted to buy
Ebook.
the and I had to buy the ebook and I bought another book recently. Again, the book is not available in India, the paperback. The hardcover is for what 3,000 4,000 rupees. It's called High Wire Darlings. It's by Kaylin Levanois. It's again a
Uh,
collection of poetry and it's just sad.
yeah. The publishing industry as a whole is terrible. I don't know, and all the authors that I've talked to, they have no They have no idea how to shift the game and make it something that drastic. Something like the Martian guy, Andy Weir. He started off as a blog, right? Writing daily, every day, every week, putting such short story. Something like that is a anomaly, and if someone cracks that I, I
True.
don't know. If you can't make your living as a full-time writer unless you hack the system to such an extent that it gives you all the money. Writers hardly get 20-30% of the books, the
True.
cost
I
of the
think
books.
20-30% is also a little
It's generous.
generous. Yeah. I was very sad to know the numbers, but okay. But I just think, like, overall, if we want this to survive, we have to be very respectful towards the books and
Yeah,
the writers. Do not get pirated copies, guys.
yeah, guys. The readers are dwindling, right? Readers in general are dwindling because of there's so much distraction
Yes,
around.
that also. That also, yeah.
And if those readers also are pirating, then kuch nahi ho sakta.
Yeah. I
So
think
you
this.
have to write for yourself. Coming back to the question, and
Yes. Only then will you be truly happy.
you will be, मतलब fuck everything, K fuck radio, fuck everything else. Yeah. And
Yeah.
the thing about she says about publishing and the industry is so true.
She scares you out of it. So
Yeah, she scares you.
you
She
have,
says कि publishing के goal से अगर आ रहे हो तो भूल ही जाओ. It's like
yeah.
you're not going to uh, you'll be an extremely rare case if you manage to break through. And
I think publishing has become easy for people who have a certain popularity in the
yeah,
society. It really doesn't matter if your writing is that good. If you are, which is completely, I hope nobody will cancel me for saying this, but if you're someone who's popular, if you have a certain amount of followers, people who subscribe to the content you have, doesn't matter if you have that great a book, that great piece of content, that great a writing, you'll still sell because those people
yeah,
will subscribe to your thoughts. Versus a person who might have very who might not have that generous a following, but writes brilliantly well.
hmm,
So you have to have certain status in order to get published today. This is what I feel.
yeah,
Unless and until you're like you're very fortunate enough to come across somebody who reads, who takes out the time to read your work, then puts in the efforts to publish it, then market it, and then
yeah.
do the PR and everything for you. That's
I think
something.
authors in general have to learn how to play the game a bit more because I've uh,
You can't be an Ernest Hemingway anymore and then just expect to get published, I think.
yeah,
You
you
have to
have
be
to
as charming
interact.
as
Yeah,
there
because people in nowadays, if there are no avenues like a book a month where people will, and CCT in general where people know about these books, because people buy books based on who is the author, not what the book is about. And who is the author also depend ki if I like the person.
are.
So
Right.
Bariku sells a lot because people know and identify with him.
Like names.
Nee, his book is good. I've read part of it. I'm saying why he sells a lot. There's a reason. The
Because
popularity
he's built
is,
a community around
yeah,
him.
people like him. People like what he says, and maybe people
On
may not
lighter
have read
note,
also.
if I were to publish something, do you think people will buy it? I just think
I
everyone is going to unsubscribe soon after, but okay.
No, I think people will buy it. Yeah,
That's very nice and kind of you, Sumit.
it will be a bestseller, but you don't need much to get away with
Yeah.
this.
Thank you. That's very generous. But yeah,
Nee, I think everyone should write in general. I'm saying
I think it
because
just adds a lot more clarity in your
yeah,
life.
and your thoughts also become a lot clearer, right? When you
Very,
talk with
yeah.
other people too, you know how to articulate certain things in certain ways.
And you start doing it fairly, you become quicker at it and you also
Yeah,
become better at it. That's
yeah.
really, really nice.
The one thing I have griped with this book is it doesn't. tell you much about how to write something other than literary fiction. That's if
True.
the examples are from your childhood, your own life, your
Yeah, that is
and
something I did not like about, like,
yeah,
why do you always need to turn to childhood?
yeah,
That's one thing, another problem I had with it. But I think that's ideally the one spot where most of our insecurities, a part that shaped us probably the most. And
yeah,
so technically when we look for it, there is a lot of scope for creating something out of there.
yeah. And if you maybe I'm just inferring from what she's written. Maybe uh, the insecurities you had as a childhood, if you magnify it into certain extent, maybe they can uh, they carry forward into our adulthood too, right? Some insecurity.
I am
So
dealing
if
with
you
so many of my insecurities now.
even if you did three body problem, na, usme the insecurity of not knowing the fear of the unknown. These are childhood fears uh, that have been expanded to a universal scale, and I'm starting to view things from that lenses too. The childhood lens is okay, is good for if you want to distill things in that extent. Yeah.
Nice.
I
Have you?
like the part about the lunchbox too.
Yeah.
Sorry, you were saying.
Actually, Nikhil has asked a question to everyone in the comments. So I'm going to modify it a little. How many of you guys actually make journals entries, and how many of you go back and read them and then cringe? I have cringed a lot, and I did so recently because I was packing and I came across all the Purana journals of 2015, 16, and I was like,
Mhm.
what was I thinking? Do you do that, Sumit?
I recently did that. I was clearing out, and as I found journals from 2 years ago when the pandemic just started,
Yeah.
and I was like, same problem है इसके तो कुछ change नहीं हुआ. this guy
Maybe
this guy
because
had the same problems.
in the past few months.
Sorry.
Maybe because not much has changed in the past few years.
हाँ, but कुछ तो change हो जाए. Same. The things have changed a lot, right? ऊपर के ऊपर things have changed a lot. Like I'm working with different people. I'm seeing different people, uh, but problems the same. Yeah.
That's, but
And also you judge your past self harshly a lot, right? Like,
true.
yeah.
यही तो दिक्कत थी 2 साल बाद आके देखो कि और क्या दिक्कत होती.
ये प्रॉब्लम था तेरा
I
मतलब.
met I met a family friend yesterday, and the child is in 12th standard, and he's like,
हाँ,
you have no idea कितना struggle होता है आजकल ये पढ़, and I'm like,
इधर आ.
I'm
Let me
like,
tell you my story.
I was like, okay. And I did not know what to say because the child was genuinely ranting because he is preparing for, they are preparing for medical entrance exams.
हाँ,
And लाइक कि इतना होता है, लाइफ नहीं है, कैसे से बच्चे हैं क्लास में पढ़ते रहते हैं, किसी को कुछ नहीं आता है, नो बडी नोज क्या चल रहा है, एंड ये वो, एंड लाइक, एंड आफ्टर इतना स्ट्रगल है मेरी लाइफ में, आई एम लाइक, okay, hang in there, buddy.
yeah, yeah. It's going to get worse.
I was like, hang in there, it's okay. ठीक हो जाएगा. After getting much worse, but okay. But yeah, that is what happened. But
Can I read this one thing
yes, yes,
before
please,
we
please.
conclude? Yeah.
Yes.
This is the part about where she asked students to write about lunches.
Yeah.
Uh, so one time in one of my classes, I asked my students to write about lunches for half an hour, and I sat down with them and wrote. Here's the main thing I know about public school lunches. It only looked like a bunch of kids eating lunch. It was really about opening our insides in front of everyone, just like writing is. It was a precursor of the showers in 7th and 8th grade gym, where everyone could see your everything or your lack of everything and smell the inside smells of your body. And the whole time you just knew you were going to catch something. The contents of your lunch said whether or not you and your family were okay. Some bag lunches, some people were okay and some weren't. There was a code, a right and acceptable way. That was simple. And it this part hit me so much because it's so true. Even if the things are so totally different, right? They have packed lunches, they have showers in school. I don't know how even that operated.
Yeah.
But the your lunchbox, your dabba told so much about if about your family that
Yeah.
other things couldn't.
There was the breast and eggs के first page में she talks about don't ask them anything, just ask them कि कितनी बड़ी windows थी when they were growing up and you'll know everything about the family. And
Wow.
I was like, yeah, that's very nice.
Uh,
But thank you so much, Sumit, for joining the stream. It was really nice of you to
yeah.
join at the last minute, and it means a lot. And I hope you finish the Lonely City also, and you're able to compete in the underliner quiz. But
Yeah, I
okay,
will.
yes. But thank you, Sumit. And we've picked up Evelyn Hugo's. There's no. I think you were the one who revealed the book last time, right?
Yeah, you put up a poll na pehle.
Yeah. This time I've given you no room to reveal. I've already
Just to spoil the book, yeah.
But thank you anyway for doing this so much.
Yes,
I
yes. This
feel
was really fun.
yes, same here.
Yeah.
And I'll see you again in the book club. And
Fun darwaza and everything, yeah.
yes,
Chalo.
have a good evening. Bye bye.
You too, bye.
Hey guys, so that was Sumit. A quick, again, another shout out to him. He's been helping. It was really nice of him to show up at the last minute and join the stream. But I'll just read the comments I missed out on, and I'll then also complete a few quotes that I have to read out before I leave. Okay. The lesson, okay, Anuj is saying, isn't it because she highlights how it's important for an author to deeply know oneself first to honestly curate a fictitious character which the audience can relate to? I'm not sure if I have the context to that comment. I have written a lot of journals and I haven't had the guts to reread even a single one of them till date. Anuj, hi. I just want all of my journals to be burnt when I'm dead. I do not want them to ever be published or to ever be out in the open. Although there's this book that's going to release soon. I was talking to somebody and it's going to release in Europe, not in India. So that's sad. But this author picked up her journal entries over the past few years, or maybe a lot of years, and she combined all of them, then arranged them alphabetically. So now you have context to her life, but in an alphabetical order and not chronological order. So it's kind of weird, but also nice. And maybe I can do that. We also run so okay. I think we just cringe at ourselves and हमेशा ये सोचते हैं कि why were we like this like that. But isn't that what makes us like when we reminisce those? Yeah, I think that is true. Like a lot of who I am is because of the person I was. Sumit, yes, petition to make Sumit a mandatory panelist, and yes. If you're not enough before the gold medal, you won't be enough without it. It's really, really nice. Hey, Snehi, loved listening to some. Hey, same here. What video chat are you talking about, Vishwak? But okay. The Windows page from best in eggs, not milk. It's deep. I'm practicing to be more regular at journaling. Do you have any tips? I wake up every morning. Before I do anything, I journal. I mean, I've stopped the habit because I was in a. I was kind of in the middle of chaos for the past few weeks, but I'll start doing that again. But either before going to bed or just in the. I've realized like in the morning. I'm very energetic and enthusiastic about things. So all the things that I'm trying to inculcate, like exercising, journaling, reading, etc., I wake up early and I do those things, and they really help. Hi Swati, nice of you. Like I like how you trust your sibling. I'm pretty certain my brother is going to get it published in all the newspapers the minute I die. Highlighting the bits where I've bitched about people. When I started reading the book mid-March, I read super quick, 1/3 of the book. Then I lagged and now I couldn't finish. No problem, Vaishnavi. I just hope you're here with us for the next A Book a Month, which will be about the 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Hi, Diksha. Oh, Diksha. Yeah. This is nice. Oh, Vishwa, got it. It's. I'm really sorry. I'll get back to you on this, and I'll do so in a day or two. Like ideally by tomorrow, I'll do that. But yeah, I'll just read out another quote that I had. And it's, if something inside you is real, we will probably find it interesting. And it will probably be universal. So you must risk placing real emotion at the center of your work. Write straight into the emotional center of things. Write towards vulnerability. Risk being unliked. Tell the truth as you understand it. If you're a writer, you have a moral obligation to do this. And it is a revolutionary act. Truth is always subversive. And that was the last quote of the... Not the last, but like I just think that's mostly what I have. But yes, thank you so much for joining in, guys. And my comment section is gone. I journal generally when my head is cluttered and I need to dump or organize my thoughts, not as a daily thing. I think I've started journaling daily because I do not like writing as such, but like journaling is just sometimes you just empty out things even when there are none. And sometimes when I don't have anything to write, I just start describing things around me, which is weird. I've just realized like writing helps you ease up a lot. In a world where it's kind of that place that helps me calm down. When so much is happening around me and I'm taking in so much information, writing usually helps me relax, calm down, process everything that's happening around me, and be more present. Hey Diksha, I'm really sorry. I'll get back to you right away. I'm really sorry. I've had a very chaotic month. The entire March was very chaotic and I apologize for the same. But I'll get back to you soon in the next 1 or 2 days. Okay. And I think we've come to the end of the discussion stream, and I'm really sorry if this if you were not able to finish word by word. That's completely okay. Try to finish it now, and I will now be signing off, but I'll be seeing you guys on Thursday. We have a guest, and which is going to be very interesting, because I think if you like reading books, you're going to love them. And yes, Anuj is aiming to join the stream for Evelyn Hugo. I'm rooting for you, Anuj. But this is nice. And oh, I think we had another godfather, and I forgot to... Yes, Shubham just became a godfather. Thank you so much for your support, Shubham. And do write to me at Vaani at chalchitratalks.com, and I'll get in touch with you, and I'll add you to the groups you want to be a part of. Hi, Sai. I never wrote, rarely read books. Hopefully with this membership I'll start again. Yay! That's nice. I hope you do as well. Also, guys, before I leave, the book for next month is The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. And apart from this, we're also reading Breast Index. And I think the link for the books will be in the description, so you can purchase it from there. If you purchase it through the links, it'll be very helpful. But yes, and guys, do consider... I'm hearing great things about Evelyn Hugo, and it's a very light read. So if you're someone who's really new to reading, pick up that book, because I think it has a lot of drama from what Hindol was telling me, because he started reading it already and he's way ahead of me. And I look forward to reading it, and I look forward to a lot of you joining in for a book a month stream next time. But thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you, and take care. Have a good time and happy reading to all of you, and have